Hello YouTube, we're going to recondition these, whatever, $5 to $10 at a dollar type store. What do you call these? Tree loppers, branch loppers? I'll have to look it up so I know what to name the video. They are junk. The edges are rolled over. We're going to try to improve them. We thought about maybe firing up the torch and try to reharden the steel. We may actually do it, but we got our approved wrenches. I like doing that sometimes and people go, you need to use the proper tool. I ain't going to my toolbox. I got 2 crescent wrenches. Take a bolt out of here. Think about it. Would you? No, it's just a bolt. It ain't in there that tight. I think it's a self-locker nut. Is it? I think it is. There's plastic in there. Of course it is. That way you can adjust the tension. You know how tight you want it? Don't ask why they put a hole there. Maybe that's how you hang them up. Hang them up on a nail. I don't know. Yeah, they're bad. We'll give you a closer look. Let's quit yakking and get them apart and show you a closer look. Okay, we'll try to rest against the device so we don't have the shaky cam. I don't want to get out the tripod. Look at that. That's just for cutting trees. That's not cutting no wire cables or... I got a question. Now, I scrubbed on this. This has like some paint on this side. Nothing on here. You can tell I just got through scrubbing it. You don't need no paint anywhere you oil your tools. Why is that serrated? Oh, I love the train. It's always there. I think I'm going to get rid of that. What's that, to grip the branch? I just don't like that. I've had old pairs of these. I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of all this, so this is one even edge in here. See that? My suspicion is, look at the waviness on here. Okay, see it? Okay, see this? Now look at the shininess. Look right here. My opinion, I'm getting rid of it. I don't care what anybody says. I'll do what I want. It's my channel. I'm not arrogant like that. Oh, that is a lock. What do they call them? Lock nut? Let that train roll. We're trying to get our yard cleaned up before the 4th of July. It is a Thursday, so it's getting close. I don't want people driving by going to see the road. Look at this guy's messy yard. I have got trees 3 foot tall. I just keep mowing and don't do no weed trimming. I don't even want to show you behind my big garage out on the alley. I got there 5 foot tall. I've showed him before in videos where I take the machete to him. Nope, that's gone. My opinion. I gotta watch it now. I got people criticizing this yesterday. You talk too much. Well, this is not your channel. I hope my viewers like when I ramble on. You don't know what story you're gonna get. I'm just showing you all so you can see it. You know, I want you to form your own opinion. I respect your opinion. I can be wrong, and I can admit it. I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Look how shiny that is. And look how wavy this is. It almost matches it. Look at it. See? It's going to be gone. It's going to be ground, okay? Let's end the subject. I'm going to do what I want. I did it the other day. This guy goes on and on and on and on and on. Get on. Just show the job. Show the work. It's not your channel. If you can't put up with me rambling on for a 6-minute video or whatever, well, then, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to be polite. I try to be. It only takes me 2 seconds to delete that comment if it's got dirty words in it. Some people ignore, but if they put dirty words in there, I delete it immediately. Okay, back to work. Enough of that rant. Got a better fan? Remember this one? Ooh, yeah. My custom blue paint job. Oh, it is so nice in here. Okay, a lot of work with the dermal tool doing this. You just got to get the feel for it. Don't go off the edge too much. You know, a lot of work to... It doesn't have to be a perfect shape. It doesn't have to match the other one exact. Okay, if you can see in the turbulent, this is the back of the cutting blade. This is this part. We have put a straight edge on it. And we do have a stone over there we can use. We're getting critical here. 'Cause these are just like a scissor. Well, they're not like a scissor. A scissor, you see it contacts in one point all the time because they're beveled. Look at them in the light. You have one contact point, then it increases or decreases. These come down about the same all the way across. I think I'm right. If I'm not right, somebody let me know. I'm not a gardener. But I say that's pretty darn level. We're going to bowl them together before we sharpen it. That's the other side. And see what it looks like. Okay. There's a little bit of wobble in these. But see what I mean? These are supposed to be flat all the time. You're cutting through a branch. They are different than the scissors. Weird shape, huh? I don't know why they made them that way. They're designed, why it's got extra, but I suppose if you're trying to grab something like that, I'm going to go with it. Now, I think this is how these are going. See that lock washer on this side? And this side, I'm putting them together this way. Because that is a lock nut will stay where you want it, just the tension. And I want the lock washer over here. Or should I just eliminate it? You know what? We're going to eliminate that lock washer because we don't remember where it was. We really don't. I think I want the head of that bolt flat against there. What do you think? Let's just throw it away. We don't need it. We got a lock nut. So whatever they did, we don't need what they put in there. I don't like that. I want the full head of the bolt flushed on here. Just my choice. Okay, I did review a couple clips to see how loud the fan is. I do turn it away. This has so much damage. We're coming back and making it. I always say if it's wider here, then it's a thinner angle. See that? Can you see that in the light? Can we move the light out of the way? See what we're doing? There you go. If this is wider, it's going to be thinner. Think about it. If that was as wide, it'd be like this. We want more of a tapered angle. Because there's a lot of damage in there. We have to get rid of it. And I decided to use a chainsaw file. A flat file is not going to give you you're trying to sharpen a curve. You know, just like knives. If you have a knife sharpener machine, it's got them wide stones. It's always you know what I mean. I'm going to freehand this. And that's a pretty good file. I don't know what size. You can tell it's pretty good. So they're spiral. And I kind of twist them. I kind of actually spiral the file a little bit when I come down. Okay, let's form this edge and we'll be back. We want a good picture of this. Okay, we're sharpening. If you watch after the pictures, I have a clip of how I'm sharpening this with the file. Can you see that waviness in there? I got a long ways to go to get rid of that. And I'm making this nice and wide. I want this like a chef's knife. And I mentioned how this is caved in like this, but I was resting off here, then I kind of raise up. But yeah, see it? Right there? You just can't keep clean doing this stuff. Oh, what did I do the other day? And I had black powdered, oh, my machete. I had a mess all over me. Stainless steel is even more dirtier than regular carbon steel. That's pretty good steel for being cheap, so. Okay, back to work. Let's get this edge done to where this is all gone. You don't see any. Get my finger. You don't see any of that ripple effect left in there at all. See it? We got to get rid of that. Otherwise, it's just going to keep chipping and look like that when I use it. I'm taking a flat file to get all them grooves out of there because I was filing those, and I'm just going to start all over again. I got to get them grooves out of there where it wore in there. So that's one even. Don't have one of them gouges in it. And then I'll go back and resharpen it again. I think you know what I mean. I can't spin you around here, but I'm trying to spin this around. I think you figure out what I'm doing. Okay, we are done. This comes with your rotary tools. Can you see how I hone the edge? Can you see where it's a little bit different shade? Right in there, see it? We don't want a razor edge, it's just gonna get chipped off. It's cheap stuff. It's kind of rolled over like I do my lawnmower blades. So it's filed, it kind of rolls over. It's hard to explain. It's kind of a rounded edge. It's not like a knife edge. I don't want that because knife edge is just gonna, see that? Can you kind of look down it? I think you can see it. Got my arm in a really bad position right now. There you go. Let's put them together. Like I said, we decided not to use that lock washer. We want everything flat against there. And let's see, so I don't keep rambling on. They don't tell you anything about how it wears. See where that bolt wears, where it goes through the holes? But you gotta live with it. It's just cheap tool. It's all I can afford to do my gardening work. It's worth what you pay. It could be $8, $10. It's worth it to get some of these junk tools if to grab just for chopping up whatever around the yard. And you can always use it to make kindling wood and stuff too. You know, I save little sticks for my stoves and stuff like that. So it's worth it, even if they are cheap. Gives you something to do, how to improve it. There you go, take a couple more pictures and we'll go get a branch and we'll test it. Okay, the big test. What do you have in here where you can see enough stick? We still got to do something about that floppy bolt. And this is a really mushy tree too. It's not a hard branch. It's really mush. So it's going to do that. It's going to leave like some fibers that acts like it doesn't want to cut completely. Let's do it real fast. That's all we want, just to get the junk out of my yard. So thanks for watching. We're going to work. Now it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We got some mowing to do. So we're going to go cut a few trees and do a little bit of mowing. That's about it for the day. Then back in the air conditioner because it's already going over 85. So like I said, we're out of here. Okay, we're going to attempt to sharpen this if you want to stay tuned to the end there. This is concave. That means it dishes in. Convex means it would come out. What do the people call that? A hollow? Somebody tell me. They call it like a hollow grind on a knife. Well, this is how I'm doing it. I'm kind of judging this like this. So I've had to take a lot off here. And I'm using my chainsaw file. Okay? And I've got it laying here, and I don't care if I scratch it. But I kind of spin it once in a while. But I'm going to try to keep this hand in one spot and just kind of pivot it. Kind of like a knife sharpener. You know, they pivot, and you're pulling out here to sharpen it, or you're pushing it. You can't push this edge. You have to do it this way. I've already tried. And I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not trying to get down it, because I want a long, thin edge. See, I don't want a short, blunt, like 35 degrees. Chef's knives are what, 17 to 20? So you see how I'm doing this? It's not going to be as much out here, but I'm already getting a burr. A burr means the metal's starting to roll over. I'm just freehanding it. I said once in a while I turn my file, you'll see it spin when I'm working it. Kind of like when you're sharpening a chainsaw. But I found this the best way to do this on a rounded curved surface. Okay, now you know. I'm kind of keeping the same. And you can do this. Don't think you can't. Start with these junk tools like this from the dollar store. So all I did was I started filing back here and made it wider. And then slowly all that rippled junk went away. I did come out here a little bit like this and kind of get rid of it. But good steel, you can do that. Cheap steel, you try to do that, you just take the edge off. I think I mentioned that on a knife or something the other day. You'll see in the video I mentioned it. Cheap stuff, you can't do that. Okay, there you go. If you stayed for that, you can see how I sharpen stuff with a chainsaw file. Thanks again if you watched this part.